All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 18, the prep coach with me, Coach Rio, and my co-host, Coach Sari.
Yep, hi.
Today we have, well, all our guests are special, right?
Yeah,
Right.
all of them, right?
Today, as you can see, I'm always been outsized by Sari, our angle, but today I'm like demolished, boy.
No way.
We have Harvey
Mercado.
Mercado,
yes.
We have Harvey Mercado. I mean, if you guys not sure who he is, well, he's a big bodybuilder. I always call him in Instagram or I'll text him and stuff. I call him the Filipino Flex Lewis.
Thank you.
All right, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast. Really honored.
It's hard to get you in here.
Sorry, man.
I know, right?
Been busy around, but very very honored to finally see your place as well. Congratulations.
Thank
I
you
didn't
very
know this
much.
is episode 18, so congrats,
This is
guys.
episode 18. This is episode
Well done.
18.
So yeah, just very blessed to know good people like yourselves,
Thank you very much.
Sari as well. I've obviously seen you guys around the scene. So yeah.
So I mean, how's everything doing? I mean, I believe you just done with a show in AGP and stuff. So you want to share before we dive into how you got into bodybuilding? We touch base a bit on the recent show.
Yeah, I mean the recent show. I mean AGP was a good one. Obviously, this is my. I mean, I can still consider myself quite new to the scene of bodybuilding because it's
You sure?
obviously my third year in the MPC scene, so to speak. Obviously competing in Philippines is quite special for me because
Definitely.
my heritage-wise, my parents were from there. My partner Kat is also from there, and I've always had a soft side towards the Philippine
Definitely,
side.
definitely.
So it's kind of like going back home, so to speak, getting to know the people right there as well, and just very blessed to have, obviously Coach Adam as well. So shout out to him, been helping me with this prep, and so it's a big change. Obviously very close. So won the weight class under 90 kilograms, and then went up with very, very, very talented athletes, I must say, from
Definitely.
Korea, China, and I think there's one guy from the US as well. And then went up against Suminator, I think that's his name on Instagram, a Korean guy, and he was a super heavyweight, so he was up.
He was the one who won the overall.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was the
right?
one that won overall. So yeah, I mean, well deserved. And so we have one more show, to go.
When is
So,
it?
yeah. It's on the 25th of October, Muscle Contest, Philippines again.
Okay.
So yeah, back home again.
All right. I mean, let's talk about the AGP itself. I mean, how long was the prep for your pre-contest?
Yeah, so I first started with the Warriors Classic in July 6th. I think that was my first show.
That was the regional, right?
That was the regional, yeah. And then after that, I went to Taiwan in July 19. And then after that, September 6 and 7 was the AGP. So, I mean, obviously...
So you did in total what, 3 shows?
3 shows so far, yeah.
All right.
3 shows
So
so far.
2 were regional.
No, 2 were overall. 2 were pro qualifiers, 1 was...
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, so in regional, obviously, we won that. So that was a good morale booster. And then and then after that, we went to Taiwan. I got second for the weight class. And then the AGP was the overalls where we got second for that one.
How was the prep? I mean, doing 1 regional, 2 pro Q, and coming really close and stuff. What was the game plan for you?
So I think Coach Adam and I, it's our first rodeo, so to speak. So I've been with him for close to about 19 months already.
Oh, nice.
So it's a big difference, man. I think it was an overhaul of everything that I've done previously before. Again, like I said, I'm still fairly new. I still consider myself fairly new. There's lots to learn. Basically, it was a breakdown of the exercise program that I have had before, and then now it's on to weekly undulating program, periodization, and then even nutrition as well is just really pegged down. So I actually, the last time I competed was in 2023. The last show I did was in Macau. That was in December, November, I think, if I'm not wrong. And then obviously the business side of things, it was It was a good sort of like reset. I knew I needed to. There was a much better way to do things.
For sure.
Yeah.
So and also at the same time, it was like also telling myself like, let's look at focusing on getting the fundamentals right. Whether it's exercise, whether it's nutrition, whether it's getting the mindset right as well, and also handling the business side. So it was kind of like it's been like 18 months since I did the show. So it's focusing on building that foundation, and we also moved up one weight class. So it was great.
From what to 90?
From below 80 to
From below 80 to 90.
yeah. So
Damn,
it was much better. It's much better now, I must say.
I mean, nonetheless, I mean, knowing you from before, you are already big, right? But
Yeah.
To see from you doing below 80 to jump into
to
90 kilo, boy, it's gonna take me a while,
I
to
know,
reach
yeah.
that.
So we had that. It was also my
So
first.
this is basically the adobo genetics.
This is the adobo. This is the adobo genetics. Yeah. So we basically, Coach Adam and I, myself, we had a game plan. We've had a game plan. So we talked about nutrition aspect of exercise as well, and really sticking to the basics. And looking at ways to sort of improve, and I guess we could basically see from the the stage comparison pics from 2023 and obviously now.
Hold your thoughts, because I believe, I mean, we've shared a stage before, I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we've shared. I wouldn't say stage, but a show we did together. But I mean, with that and stuff, right? Before Coach, what's your current coach name again?
Coach Adam.
Before Adam, you were coached by someone else. So I mean, just to basically do a breakdown more in depth in the differences of having two different style of coaches. Why wasn't the first one didn't really nail the look with that process, and what did Coach Adam does to really tweak that look to where we are seeing you right now? Because what I've seen, I've been following you for a long time, and I see your changes with how Coach Adam really tweak and get you into that condition, that rear post, posterior post from your glutes.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I saw the pictures,
there's always a saying, right? The
Yeah.
bigger you are, the harder you're gonna get conditioned.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So with weeks by weeks, with stories that you post, I see you're getting drier. So I just want to know, I mean, how much AI are you using?
How much?
No, honestly,
I'm a boomer when it comes to technology. Man. Like,
just kidding. We're not gonna touch base on
We're not
PD
talking
again.
about that,
We're not gonna touch base on that. But okay, you just want to know. I mean, what's the differences into the coaching style that makes you think that really deliver your current physique?
Yeah, I think it's so. I'll be honest and open, right? Like previously, before I was obviously coached by Ben. He was my business partner before.
Ben in 5-1?
Ben in 5-1, yeah. Yeah, so he was my business partner before. So that was one. We've known each other since we were young. I think we were about 12 years old.
Alright.
We went to rugby days. And
Oh yeah, he does rugby as well. Right?
Before, yeah.
True.
So coached by him before, and I would say, I mean, look, I'll be honest, and I'm grateful for the aspect of him sort of like introducing me into bodybuilding. Because before that, like I said, I was playing rugby at I would consider it quite a high level, so to speak. It was international rugby.
I can tell that, bro.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you.
So yeah, I'm grateful for for him introducing me into this whole pageant or sport of bodybuilding.
Yeah, you can say. You can call it pageant.
And into the gym scene, and obviously with my current job scope as well, handling and managing Unreal. Personal training in Singapore. So that one. I mean, the biggest difference is obviously, and the biggest difference obviously, like, look, Adam is a very experienced coach. I mean, he's over like 20 years.
Where is he from anyway?
Australia.
Australia. Okay.
So he also coaches my partner.
Nice. Good.
And with over 20 years of experience, that is already something that you're gonna ensure that it's going to be a big difference in terms of quality of coaching. It's also very systematic. Adam is very focused on the aspect of the fundamentals. So you know, a lot of people. I mean, I would say this as well. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you know, what's the secret?" Like, like
What's the magic
what's
pill?
the magic pill, right? You're like, well, is there a
magic sauce?
you know, is there a secret like angle for back, that, you know, or the chest? And I'm like, look, man, I can be very honest with you. There is not much in terms of that. It's being like I can show you. With the overhaul in terms of the exercise programming, we track our volume. I have all the way up to like week 86 volume being tracked. I use heavy to track my volume.
So is in terms of for Coach Adam approach and stuff for you. I mean, does he focus more? I mean, does his foundation focus more into high volume or high intensity kind of Dorian style?
It's undulating.
Alright.
Yeah, so it goes from, you know, a light rotation to a moderate rotation to a heavy rotation.
Alright.
We also focus a lot on like basically picking the exercise selection as well.
Nice.
So some exercises may not be best for you, some exercises may be best for you, and I'm looking at leverages. I'm looking at machine resistance curve as well. So and that's why, and this is also why I get very excited, you know, in terms of like certain machines. If you were to come to Unreal, you can see the, you know, different machines as well. I'd be like, oh, what? And people would be like wondering, why come you got this leg press instead of this leg press? I'm like, whoa, man, like this is very different, right?
Two different
Two different things, right? So it's, you know, and I would even spend, you know, some people also might be wondering why, like, I go to different gyms. Like, for example, I do go to like 24X, you know, for certain body parts.
For sure.
Just because, you know, it's a whole different aspect in terms of the machine selection.
Definitely.
So we do that. We track that. The other thing that was very focused on was actually in the aspect of nutrition. So, you know, other than, you know, you probably hear from me a lot of times as well, like nutrition in the aspect of like potassium, electrolytes. We track that down to the T. I use chronometer to track. You look at you know, just electrolyte balances. You look at, you know, your fats as well. So I would honestly say, going through with Coach Adam and having that foundation being set during the off season, it was actually my first off season as well. I've never had an off season before.
Oh,
Yeah.
even back then.
No, never had. It was just like, are you okay? You ready to prep? Let's go. Back then before, right? So I was just like,
that's something
okay.
new.
And then, but this time around, it was like, okay, like we have to really break down the fundamentals. Like, and I really had to ask myself as well, like whether or not this was back in 2023 when after I'd done the last show in Macau. I said to my partner Kat before, I was like, you know what?
You're not certain whether you want to do it.
I want to do bodybuilding, right? Because you know, like, let's be honest, the return of investment, the ROI is so low.
For sure.
Like, I was just like, you know, like if this is what it takes to basically, you know, do this, it's like I'm fine not to compete in the next 5 years, man. It's okay. Like I'll be okay, you know, with the business being running through as well. Like I'm alright. I enjoy lifting, you know, I enjoy food as well, of course. You know, but then she was like, there's got to be a better way, and obviously quite blessed to have found Adam, and it was a time for me to basically really settle down, so to speak, and really break down into the fundamentals. And then, you know, when we did that, we obviously have seen in terms of the improvements, not just in terms of the physical look, but also the mindset shift as well.
Definitely, that's more important.
The mindset
right?
shift is also very important.
That's always been neglected during
During prep,
right?
Yeah, so and here we are in 2025, and you know,
Ready to rock, yeah.
Ready to rock, yeah.
So I mean, Kat who started off with Coach Adam first, or you? Kat.
Cat.
Alright. So did you guys did like some backlog to check on his background? How did you approach Coach Adam?
Coach Adam was actually Ben was actually coached by Coach Adam before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before. So and then obviously with you know, Adam is quite Coach Adam is actually quite dedicated towards the athletes. A lot of natural athletes in Australia as well.
Yeah, true.
That he has coached and, you know, has brought success. So for me, in my case, like I'll be honest with you, and I'll be open as well. Like when you first saw me in 2018, that was me, Natty.
Okay, we all listen. Okay, guys, you guys need to understand. I knew him since 2016.
2016, yeah.
And I mean, I was working in a gym in celebrity fitness, and this guy came around in peak hours, and he was like, fucking huge, boy. His arm, but he doesn't he does lift heavy, but that he wasn't into bodybuilding, right? On that
No,
moment.
yeah, I was, yeah.
So he was with group of his friends, boom, deadlifting, chest press and stuff. And I was like, fuck, this boy is so huge, yeah. So, I mean, but I was working, I didn't talk to him that much, but yeah. Now come fast forward, knowing that he's doing bodybuilding and looking at his arm, I'm like, it's massive, it's massive. Alright, before we move on forward, I mean, sorry, you got any question?
Okay, from the transition from Ben being your first coach to Adam now, is there any big differences in terms of, okay, you have talked about the fundamentals and everything. What's the biggest change you see between them?
I think first and foremost, it's also I would say this, the professionalism in terms of the accountability. Okay. Like, you know, when I first started with Ben, it was also like, I knew Ben as a friend first, of course, right? And then we became business partners, and then obviously it was like, you know, I'm grateful for the coaching aspect and the introduction to bodybuilding. So it was kind of like, you know, if you gym with your friends, it's kind of like, okay, what are you doing today? Back, all right, let's do back. Okay. Oh, you felt a bit tired for chest, all right, let's do chest, you know. And yeah, you know, we've you know, I've learned certain aspects in that. But like, I think when it comes to having I would say a professional setup in terms of structure. Everything is also down to the fundamentals, and you know, having someone with the level of expertise that you know Coach Adam has, it's definitely a big difference in terms of every single aspect, right? Like nutrition, I talk about exercise as well. You know, the mindset shift as well. And for my case as well, it wasn't just on my end, because I could see from my partner Kat as well. And you know, she competes naturally, and I could honestly see the fundamental change in regards to her food, the exercise as well, learning how to perform the exercise, execute the exercise. So I said to myself, like, oh yeah, this is something that is
makes sense.
This is something that makes sense, and this is something obviously beneficial in regards to
Makes sense in a way that
it's just probably, not fuel,
or probably you might need that structure to
exactly.
begin with.
Yeah. So I've always known on my end, like, I need other than, you know, obviously the expert knowledge in regards to, you know, education and stuff like that, but I need obviously structure. I'm someone that needs structure. Yeah, for sure. I think everyone needs structure in some form or another. And I always say that if you don't what doesn't get measured doesn't get managed.
Yes,
so
correct, true.
So and I'm sure we do that with all our clients as well, right? You don't just go to your client and be like, all right, what are you doing today? Legs, I feel a bit tired. Okay. So if you wing it, then you're obviously gonna have wing results.
Correct, true. Yeah. So moving on forward with Coach Adam and so on and so forth. When's your next show again?
In 4 weeks' time.
October
25th.
So
muscle contest.
Would the package be different now, or a drastic change to what your previous result is, or something that you're gonna incrementally improve?
I think I think basically, from my observation, again, it's also it's a learning curve for me as well. Like, I think when I first did the show in the regionals in July in Philippines, the Warriors Classic. And then because previously before, I'll go back a little bit, sorry. No. In 2023, by the time I hit the second show, which was in, I think Philippines AGP after Korea, Monster Zim, I was dying, man. I was like, you know what, trying to make weight, you know, back down to like 79, it was horrible as well, it was hard. I just don't think my body is just suited to be below 80.
Correct, true.
That's one. And then it was also a lot of things that were also, now that I've learned, a lot of things that were also missing. For example, you know, nutrition aspect, the your macros as well. I wasn't tracking that before. You know, even workouts as well. We're not tracking, like, it's like, all right, we're 1 week out. Let's, you know, go to failure, and that kind of thing. It's like, oh, we need to understand. Because if you don't track your workouts, how would you know what kind of? Exactly. So whereas previous, now with all the volume being tracked, it does make sense now. In fact, it's also so interesting because, like, even 3 weeks out for you know, when we train, you know, my training partners right now, they're like, "Ooh, shit, you're still hitting PRs." It's like, yeah, we still are. We're okay, we're good. So that only shows that, you know, we're improving, we're retaining the muscle as well. So to answer your question, I was also quite worried, in fact, because like I was like, I don't want a repeat of like 2023,
Yes,
where I'm just gonna be
definitely,
like, you know, by the time I hit the fourth shot, I was really literally like just crawling. Yeah, you can see the pictures as well.
Yeah,
I was just
I
like,
know.
holy crap, man! But like, I think now, obviously, after doing the Warriors Classic, we went to Taiwan. I felt that we brought in a much drier package as well in Taiwan, and then in AGP we were about 600 grams heavier in the weigh-ins. And
What's your weigh-in again?
what was we were 89.2.
89.2.
Yeah,
Your stage weight?
we were about stage weight after carb up. Maybe about 91.6.
You know that?
Not too bad, yeah. So
Because from the pictures I saw my own personal on your Instagram, my personal view, he looks comfortable.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not when you were down to 79. I'm like,
No, man, yeah.
His face doesn't look as if he's
You
comfortable.
look fresh though.
Yeah.
Yes,
you look
yes,
fresh.
and that's the biggest thing. Yeah,
Look
like I can be honest with you, like, you know, even posing as well. I mean, obviously we've done practicing in terms of posing, but like even posing as well, and like
You don't
at
feel
that
like
weight,
dying.
It's like
Yeah.
it's just like
Shaking. Yeah,
just
get
get
it,
me out of the
man.
stage. Just get me out of here. Like I'm done. You know, and then like, but now it's like, we're here to you know
To dominate. Yeah.
to establish a a package that is
For
worth
sure, yeah.
worth the victory, whatever it is. But like, it's having that confidence as well. So I think it's an all encompassing aspects to it. So to answer your question, did we get better after each show? Yes,
Okay.
based on the pictures and the observation. So coming to the show, it's we didn't make any changes, to be fair, from the previous
Alright.
ones as well. So it's just allowing the body. You know, obviously my calories have gone up, but it's all allowing the body to sort of like
Are you currently like on baseline or?
baseline, yeah.
Alright.
And then we're probably gonna drop. I just sent in my check-ins this
yeah.
morning, so we'll see. We'll wait. But yeah, it's. I don't think there should be any major changes towards this one, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah.
Can I assume like this Macau, right?
This muscle contest.
Yeah, muscle contest.
Muscle contest.
Oh, sorry,
muscle.
muscle contest. Can I assume that you're bringing in much more sharper look, or probably slightly lesser weight, or what are we looking at?
Yeah, I think.
I
So
think-
I just sent in my check-ins today, and obviously it's a good thing because when it comes to like pictures and stuff like that, like my phone sucks, by the way. This is like 7
mine,
years
mine
old.
as well, bro. I always get it
Yeah.
from my coach, bro.
Yeah, so Kat takes my pictures,
Right.
and she, like the good, like very blessed to have Kat, who is like loving this.
Telling
sport.
Adam, in pictures does not justify.
Yeah, she knows as well, and the good thing is about like for Kat as well, like she drills me in terms of like posing,
That's good, right?
and it's also having not just someone like my my best friend, so to speak, and also my partner, but like she tells me very objectively, like, look at your pictures 4 weeks out before this AGP, and we have this 4 weeks out that I just took, and we're like, you're much better now in terms of that back then before. And she always does that before, like even in Taiwan as well. Like, this was you 2 weeks out, this was you now, so we can see from the pictures as well. So it is a much better package. So we just hopefully just have to.
So we're looking to be much more lighter or slightly heavier?
I think, well, after sending in the weight pictures and stuff like that, I think we might be even. I don't know. It seems as if we're still growing.
What do you think,
But
Zari?
yeah.
I think from the perspective of a coach,
Based on your expertise, Zari, come on.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
look.
let's brainstorm.
Let's brainstorm. Yeah,
I think he will bring you a bit heavier.
yeah. It could be.
Sharper.
It could be sharper. Yeah, we'll
Because
go
no
sharper.
point in sacrifice muscle tissue
For
just
sure.
to get.
But
that
okay,
look.
my opinion, what I saw from your AGP is like with that dude, right? Korean dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, I feel like his conditioned, but he's slightly like flat. But you were like full and you have that condition as well. That's why I text you, bro, you got this.
Yeah, I know.
Because
yeah.
it was like his look was like washed out a bit. And from the front he looks very flat, but yes, his back is good.
big boy,
That's I was thinking, cannot be just winning from the back, right? It's a whole
It's a
the
whole package,
package,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I told him, bro, you got this.
Yeah.
Then when the result came out, like, what the fuck? What do you think, Zari? I mean, just
Look,
my opinion. Yeah.
on that day probably the judges might have another opinion, right? So
Makes sense.
And for my own personal opinion, comparing with both, they both compare you quite a few times, right? So, if you were to be a tad bit drier, sharper, you beat the ass already.
Yeah.
A little bit, but
Yes.
do not sacrifice the size. You were really comfortable. Anything lower than what you are right now,
Yeah.
90 or even drop to 87.
Or 87 already, yeah.
Already you'll be dying.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, my own personal opinion, my expert opinion is coming sharper. You grow into the show.
Yep.
In fact, it's better.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. You know what I mean? So no point sacrificing muscle tissue. I mean, of course, conditioning is one of the key thing to winning the show. But what if you can have both
Yep.
size and conditioning? I mean, they cannot overlook that. Yeah, definitely. Once you come out and if they give you they have a wow factor. Okay, I got this guy.
Yep.
Easy,
Yep.
easy win.
Yeah, it was good because like I'll be very honest, you guys. Like, thank you so much for the encouragement, by the way. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, because this wasn't like this conversation of like winning shows, even placing in the shows as well, was never to be heard in 2023 because I was like dead last, or like there are like 5 people in the weight class, and I'm like 4th.
I'm not trained here to carry balls.
No, I
That's
know,
the
yeah, I
problem.
know,
It's
yeah,
just that
exactly.
for me, to be honest, when I
Yeah.
see you, I know you have. I mean, you have that thing in you. You have that potential. I mean, muscle density and stuff. You just need the proper person to guide you through.
Correct. Yeah.
That's my opinion. That's
Exactly.
all.
Yeah.
Because when I start to see your Instagram stories, right?
Yeah.
Previously,
Agree.
and then like this guy, how come he's getting bigger?
Yeah.
Getting bigger, and the muscle bellies are full. For once, I say, oh, he's full. Not from the previous times when you were coach, you said flat, stringy.
Yep.
I mean, like, this guy got potential, no? But why? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, started off. Yeah, true. Started off. I mean, you look haggard. You look not enough minerals.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
A lot of things and stuff. But,
Everything. Yeah.
but I mean, with the transition and stuff, yeah, you really good. Damn good.
Yeah, and then I think it's also a learning experience, right? Like, I think basically on my end is because I've done what wasn't efficient before. Now I know, okay, this is what it means to be efficient. This is what it means to be optimized, and whatever that we've done before, it's a learning opportunity. I mean, you can't learn from you always learn from mistakes that were done before, and you always look towards getting better as well. In that sense.
Nice. All right. Okay, now I wanna move forward. In your personal life and stuff. I mean, you're doing rugby. Then, if you guys don't know, like as he mentioned, his partner is Cat, right?
Cat, yeah.
It's a IFBB wellness pro, and she's natural. All right,
Yeah.
just wanna know. I mean, how did you guys met?
Oh, it
Were
was
you
quite-
like doing a bicep curl in the gym, and she was like, "Ooh,
I wish.
buddy."
We actually met in the gym though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this was in my my previous gym that I used to own as well. Called
In Singapore?
Brick House, yeah, Brick House.
Oh yeah, okay, bring
Brick House. So I think she was competing in the MPC Singapore.
The
and
first
then-
ever one.
The first ever one.
Alright.
right?
Oh yeah,
This is in
I was there.
2020, yeah, I think it's
22,
2022.
yeah, maybe 22. And then she came because I think athletes who are competing in the show get
Free pass,
free
yeah.
pass, right?
Yeah, I
They
remember
usually
that.
do that, right? And so she came, and then I
Love
was
at
like,
first sight.
I think it was love of, yeah. She'll be happy to hear this. So I always say that, obviously on her end, well, number one, she's Filipino, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, the chemistry is there,
something
right?
going on here, right?
true.
And then the second thing is like
Take
she
the
also
chance.
competes, right? So that's 2. And then the third one is obviously like just personality wise, and I obviously chatted with her. I was the one that obviously tried to make the first
Boys
move.
will be
I was
boys,
the
brother.
side the DMs, I was the first one, I would say that. And then yeah, so it got kicked off from there, and then we've been together for more than 3 years already.
Well, oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, was she like started off with you like she has that competitive mentality that she wants to compete and telling you that I want to be pro and I want to be a figure pro or wellness pro?
Yeah, so she actually was she actually competed as a bikini,
Bikini,
at
yeah,
first.
that's what I know,
bikini at
yeah.
first. And then she was like, she loves to train legs. She's strong in the gym as well. So she's like, why the frick should I downsize my legs just to, you know?
Yeah, I can see your progress as well. Yeah,
Exactly, yeah. So, but in terms of her competitiveness, I would say she is very competitive. Like, so just to give her a little bit of a background, and I think I get this right. I got this right. She also represented Philippines in cheerleading. So she was a national cheerleader for Philippines. You know, travel around the world. So she already had that competitive background in terms of, like, you know, sports.
Yeah.
You know, for myself, rugby as well. So I think both of us were or are already competitive to begin with, and then we have this aspect of, you know, this opportunity in terms of bodybuilding where we like, yeah, let's do something that we can be dedicated with. I think both of us, I mean, in Singapore we say ichi backside lah.
Yeah, ichi backside. Yes.
You really need to really push ourselves. If not, like, we just feel there is no sort of like purpose, so to speak. But yeah, she is someone that, you know, really, I would say, really walks the talk. And you know, I'm just blessed to have her in terms of, because she also does inspire me, and she believes in me more than sometimes I believe in myself. Yeah, so
Definitely,
it's really something that I am very, you know, blessed to have found a partner that is also complementing, so to speak.
Bless you, brother. I mean, have you guys like done a show together before?
Yeah. So
Share the experience.
first, yeah, I know a lot of people have asked me, how do you? So the first year that we actually got together, we did the MPC Singapore, and then I did a show in Romania that year, I think. Yeah, I think it was my first year competing.
Alright.
Yeah, so we did that show together. I think it was fairly new in the relationship as well, so we kind of, I think we were quite fortunate.
I mean, it's
You know, like, I think a lot of times people would be like, oh, you know, like, it's such a touchy thing, you know, prepping
Yep.
together, blah blah blah, and I get that, of course, right? Like, but
Do
I
you find
think,
it easier, or you do find it harder in terms of communicating, or do you find it easier in terms of like having the same mindset and understanding that, okay, we both on diet, I don't mind you're not talking to me, I know you're tired. How do you manage that?
yeah, I think so. So the first thing is obviously communication aspect. I think not communicating is
Understand.
one, but it's also understanding that, hey man, there are days that it's like, you know, I just want to chill. And then also understanding that, you know, when we were together in that regard, it was also finding out more about each other as well, because, you know, sometimes there may be disputes. For example, like, like, for example, why are you not talking to me? Okay, well, you're feeling tired. Okay, good. Okay, do you wanna go out? Do you wanna sit down and relax? And it's also for her to sort of like understand, to grow into her own self, to pursue things that she's interested in. And I think we basically lay down the foundations in terms of our relationship, wherein like today, for example, you know, I train legs, and I was just by myself. It's fine. And she's like, I was like, are you gonna train? And then she's like, no, I'm gonna take a rest day. Cool, done.
Yeah.
You know, wherein like previously before it would be like, oh, should I go with her? You know, it's like, it's okay. Like, you know, you can basically grow into your own person, but also at the same time understanding to complement each other.
Yeah, that's a healthy one, right? How long have you guys been together?
More than 3 years now. Yeah, more than 3 years. So that was the first time that when we competed, we were new into the relationship as well. And I saw when she competed in the Philippines, and in KL when she won the pro card. I wasn't competing. I was actually in my off season as well. So it's to actually just see her sort of pursue her own path, and also look at her in terms of her progression in the gym, in the career as well. What's interesting is because we also work together.
Yeah.
Working together in the same gym, yeah. So if you want to prep together, work together.
Question. Alright, prepping is really hard.
Yes.
Right? And there's always a say whereby you don't work with your partner.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, with you working together, prep together, and so I mean, how do you manage that? I mean, how do you find difficulty, or for you personally, do you find it's much more easier whereby with prep you guys need your alone time, when working together at least there's time spending together in the gym?
It's interesting because, like, for example, obviously on my end, like, you know, I manage the gym as well, and technically I also kind of manage cat as well on my end, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's also understanding where to draw the line in terms of professionalism and the pursuits that we have for independently. I would say actually based on observation, based on even despite the fact that we are working together, we are actually, when we're on the ground, we don't even talk to each other in the gym most of the time because we're just with our clients. And it's not like I gotta blow a kiss every time she's nearby. You've seen some couples do that. Like, I gotta be honest with you, man. You've seen some couples do that. I'm like, but I think we conduct ourselves in terms of professionalism as highest as possible, right? Like, well, and of course, obviously our clients are very supportive as well. They know that we're both, working together and we're in the gym together, and they understand the dynamics. But we're in the gym, nah, man. Like, if we're with our clients, we're focusing on them.
So just being in your bubble with the clients.
Exactly, and then I think it's also that aspect of like drawing a line. Like when I'm in work mode as well, she kind of knows like, oh yeah, he's in work mode, because I'm just kind of like focusing on, and I'll see her and I'll be like, how are you? Like, okay, good, right, back to work.
Yeah.
And then also understanding like coming home to sort of like decompress. Understanding, I need some time. We both need some time to sort of like, and we can talk about work, and then it'd be like just a discussion of like, do you want to talk about work? Okay, great. If not, cool. Man, do you want me to listen? Okay, great. Do you want my advice? No. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it's just being communication.
Yeah, just curious. I mean, what was the conversation when you're at home? How do you segregate that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, well, first and foremost, we have a dog, so we just
alright, so divert that topic.
Yeah, we divert the topic to the dog, so just make sure the dog's okay, Ronnie. That's
you need a filter in between.
Why I'm questioning you this and stuff, right? It's just for that audience, for those who wants to know the pros and cons having partners working together, competing together, and how they can handle and manage, and by listening to you they can pick a cherry out and use it on their relationship. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying we're the perfect couple,
for sure,
whatever it is, but I think the main aspect of it is basically the understanding of what are your principles and what your fundamentals are as a couple. So that could be like, okay, where do you draw the line? Where do you need help with? And also understanding that you and your partner have got different pathways to basically grow as a person. And when you have sort of like finalized that sort of fundamentals or principles, and then you don't basically deviate from those principles. Like what is acceptable, what is what is going through, and keeping that open communication as well is important, and I feel. And also understanding where your partner actually needs help with. And I'll be honest with you, like for example, like Kat and I, we don't gym together. At times she'll just ask me, can you help me spot on the pendulum squat? And I'm like, okay, that's pretty heavy. So you're like, yeah, I'm going for 6 reps today. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Still the same thing, I'm like telling her, like, you got one more rep. Like she will just do that one more rep. And same thing for me as well. Like if she's in, she'll tell me, okay, push it down, and I'll be like, okay, do you think I stretch that one a bit more? She's like, yeah, maybe you can stretch a little bit more. I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay, fine. So we're objective in that way, but like it's just understanding that as a couple or whatever it is, as a partner, you're in a partnership, right? So you're always looking for the best outcome, or you're always thinking about the best solution that would lead you both to a desirable direction or desirable outcome. It's never competing against each other. It's always us against a particular problem, or us against a challenge, so to speak. And obviously I'm very open in terms of her, in terms of my plans as well for my case, and she would be likewise as well. And like for example, now she's very helpful in terms of the prep, in terms of the duties at home as well. And duties at home, right? Like, so we both live together. So who does the dishes? Who does the, who does that, right? That could also be a problem, right? Like, doesn't mean you're in prep. You need to get who's the dog? So it's just understanding like what are the responsibilities and all that. And I think when you basically line it up, and I know a lot of people would be like, oh, that's pretty weird, because shouldn't that be like second nature? But I think you should actually say, all right, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll be responsible with. and then okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna be responsible with? And then are you okay with this? In that regard, are you agreeable to this? And, okay, great. If there's something that I can add on, if there's something I could, and then just basically have that open communication. Yeah.
You're like the perfect man.
Nah, man, kids, no.
Like the perfect man, like
No.
on stage, off stage. This is the kind of man that women are looking for in bodybuilding, I guess.
Nah, man. When
Not
they-
much. I mean, well, on a serious note, I mean, still touching base on this topic, right? I mean, in terms of, let's talk about ego. Her ego, your ego. While you helping her, while she's helping you, does either, I mean, despite understanding, despite you have a good communication and comprehension, I mean, does any one of you, let's say in the early days of dating, does both of you like have that ego triggered in terms of training, like telling you can go a bit heavier, or no, change this? I believe so. With that smile, it happened in the early days
100%, yeah, of course.
until now.
So previously, before, like I'll tell you this, like I didn't have anyone who was coaching me in terms of like posing.
Yeah.
So, like I'll be very honest with you. When it comes to like taking pictures, I hated taking pictures because I was like, I look like shit, you know. I look terrible. Like I don't want to. And she was the one that actually said, you should actually go ahead and start posing like 18 weeks out, 24 weeks out, or like even like start taking
Yeah.
pictures, like. And I only started doing like weekly check-ins obviously when we started with Coach Adam as well, doing that. And she had to basically bring it up to be like, hey man, if you really want this, you really want to be you really desire to be the best possible man that you can be, or the things that
I'm
you work
surprised.
on, like you gotta do it. Like
I thought it was the other way around.
no. So yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what most people would think because
Yeah.
like for me, yeah, you train, no problem. Diet, like whatever it
Yeah.
is, we go hard. Taking pictures,
Yeah.
it's like really, I'm not really stage ready. So, no, it doesn't matter. Like you have to make sure that you have an objective point of view. So I was like, okay, fine, right. So the first few times, like she was the one that was basically telling me through in terms of like, all right, position this wise. Okay, I think externally rotate your left arm, your left scap is tight now. I can see your left scap's tight now. Okay, I already booked to you, an osteopath that can actually. So it was having someone that is objective. And you talk about like the ego thing. It was kind of for me. I was like, oh yeah, like I didn't actually realize as well, but I was also open towards understanding. Like again, it's us against a challenge.
Yeah.
As opposed to like she's just
because
debilitating me. So to
what
speak.
I normally see, I believe, I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
sure, sorry, just what I normally see in couples, it's different when a coach tell you something and when your partner tell you something.
Of course, yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
like, damn, I know
wake-up
better
call.
than you. You know?
wake-up call.
So
Yeah.
that's the ego that
Of course.
it's very common. So yeah, I'm just curious how both of you handle that. Yeah.
So for in my case as well, like it would be like and she would come and advise in terms of like, do you think I push that RDL a bit harder? I was like, nah, you got 2 more reps at least. She'll be like, okay, next one. But like it's also that conversation of like I said, it's us against the challenge, it's us against the problem, and it's never gonna be. It's also just understanding and agreeable in terms of like. If you have an ego, then you have to sort of like check yourself in terms of what you actually desire in that relationship as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Agree, man. Oh well, you got any questions on this topic before we
Not
move
so
on?
much. I think he covered it pretty well.
Alright, next what we want to go is basically besides you being a coach, competing and stuff, yes, we know that you run your own business.
Yeah.
Like your gym and stuff. I mean, like for example, you started off with Brick House, and now there's no more Brick House. You're running on Unreal and stuff. So yeah, let's start from the foundation of it, Brick House. Where did the idea come from? Where did the name come from? And what happened? What did you take a big leap to venture into Unreal right now?
Yeah. So I think I'll just go through in terms of a little throwback, so to speak.
Yeah,
so
sure.
before this, like before when we met, I was still in SCDF, man.
Yep.
Coming in my uniform, my number 4.
So were you on that moment? You already have a plan?
No, not at all.
alright.
I was I was just still figuring out like a lot of stuff. So previously before going into personal training, so to speak, I actually never thought that I would be a personal trainer. Number one, it wasn't the dream job of my parents for
every
kid.
parent,
For
yeah.
most parents,
Most
right?
parents.
Like in fact, my mom and dad, like my mom and dad they came from very different backgrounds in terms of like they migrated here. My dad migrated here in the I think late 70s, 80s, I think.
Alright.
So he was always been a corporate man, like engineer, and my mom was dealing with like logistics before she became a
Alright.
homemaker. We were a big family. We were like a family of 8 kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big family.
You a number?
7.
Second last.
Yeah.
If 7 is this big, what, how's number 1?
Nah,
bro?
unfortunately, but fortunately I got all the genes. Actually, no, my second brother, he has good genes, but like he just doesn't.
From your dad or?
I think it's from my mom. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think from my mom. My mom's got like big joints and stuff.
Wow, that's
yeah.
the secret. Eh?
Yeah, I think so. Mom and dad, man, thanks for the genetics. So it was never that aspect of pursuing something or even doing your own business, right? But so when I graduated from NUS, so I did a double major in history and business. So that was like the pathway.
Yep.
And then I basically was actually lecturing in NUS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was doing I was lecturing.
You really set something for yourself.
There you go. Yeah. So I was lecturing.
What happened, boy?
Undergraduates in history and philosophy.
Yeah.
For about 8 months, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. So I had a mentor who was I think Professor Bart, that's his name. I still remember him, and he said, because I enjoy the education part. I came from an education background. I enjoy the education part. I enjoy that interaction, but I just didn't want to do research. Like research is hard. It's sitting down for 12 hours looking at historical articles, looking at philosophy. I'm not like, it's not for me, man.
Yep,
I'm
yep,
itching
yep.
to go to the gym.
Yeah, true.
So, and then after that, obviously, having a conversation with my sister as well, who was an MOE scholar and a teacher as well. And I said, I really want to be in the education field because I really enjoy teaching. And then she was like, but by the way, I'm leaving the teaching field. So she went up to set up her own business. It's called Plants Ate My Money. Shout out to them with her husband. So they sell ornamental plants.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, go and do something else first before you think about settling down.
Oh, that's what she advised you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
So which was again against the
exactly.
wishes of my parents as well.
Exactly.
Because they were like, "Wow, like why do you leave this? Like, oh my gosh, like what do you leave?" Because obviously for them, right, they're immigrant parents, right? And I don't blame them. They want their kids to be like safe,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
safe in that sense. So I was like, oof, as well. But then after that, so I got into tech sales. So I was in Salesforce, which is a CRM system that in line with like LinkedIn, Facebook, and that was good. So I was also managing the Philippine team. And again, there was like it was kind of like to my parents was like, yeah, my dad especially was like, you're going through what I did, going through the corporate world.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I
Proud
can
that,
I can see myself there. And it was Salesforce is a great company, right? Great benefits and stuff. And then again, like you said, itchy backside, right? Like, and then that's what obviously I looked into pursuing this personal training on the side first, right? Through Unreal first. And it was like doing Salesforce as a full-time job and then doing personal training on the side.
So Unreal came first before Brickhouse.
Unreal came first before.
Alright, yeah.
So I was doing that both. And I think it was also a smart decision, right? Because I think a lot of times people jump
True,
and
true.
just leave it. Nothing wrong with that, but I think on my end, I really just wanted to find out which was more fulfilling, so to speak. And what was fulfilling to me was, great benefits at the corporate job, but I always tell myself, like, at the end of the day, what actually gets me off the bed and it gets me excited and deep and passionate about is helping clients, helping different people find value in terms of their health and fitness,
Definitely.
as opposed to hitting the sales target for a
Yeah.
particular, and then only resetting it to 0 the next month.
True.
And I mean, some people still find that fulfilling. Great, that's fine. But for my case, I ask myself, what really gets me up in the morning
Yep.
and find fulfillment is on the latter, which is personal training.
For sure.
So started off in Unreal, and then obviously
How big? How big was the team when you started off Unreal?
I think it was smaller-ish. I think it was a team of
That's where
12.
you reconnect back with Ben.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
That was when I reconnected with Ben, and then got to know the rest of the team. I think Kelvin was here.
Yeah,
the year
Kelvin,
before.
yeah.
So worked with him, and I think the others as well. James was also there, and obviously now with the new team, Gareth as well was the first one. So yeah, connected with
Nice.
them, and sort of, and here we are now.
No, definitely. I mean, it's been doing good. And when you start running Unreal, how long after that it just snapped, giving you an idea? Hey, I want Brick House. So,
Yeah, so-
who started that topic or conversation?
So the topic of Brick House was actually Ben and Min's idea during that point in time. They obviously wanted to, again, I think the motive was very clear, and also
More bodybuilding-ish.
it was
Alright.
bringing quality equipment to Singapore, and obviously uplifting the bodybuilding community in
Understand.
Singapore. So through the equipment line of Gym Leco.
Yeah, Gym
Gym
Leco,
Leco,
yeah.
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah, that was like the biggest.
Who's handling it? You or Ben? I mean, have the connection with Gym Leco.
Ben.
Ben, alright.
Yeah, they started, and then Brick House opened up.
Yep.
I think obviously it was a good synergy because Unreal was moved into a much bigger location down at the Cecil Street, where we had 2 levels, and then
Yep.
Brick House was the 3rd level. So it was a good synergy between the 3, so to speak. Having a membership gym, and then obviously having the personal
Training gym,
studio
Yep.
at the top, right? I mean, that's like everybody's dream, so to
Yes,
speak.
for
Big
sure.
space, and then membership gym as well. It's kind of like, I believe so. Brick House was kind of like the first sort of like very dedicated bodybuilding gym,
Yeah.
so to speak, right?
Agree, yeah.
I mean, before that, it was quite hard to find across, a place that
I think
is-
that was like the same time with 24
X, yeah, that's why, yeah.
They
I
both
think
were
it's
like,
more of like when California Fitness
Closed
closed
down,
down,
yeah.
all these gyms start to come up.
Correct. Yeah, and I think I think it was along the lines of, like I said, the motive was basically to uplift the bodybuilding scene in Singapore, and also I think there were also some strongman equipment there as well. So yeah, it was good. But then obviously we all know COVID hit. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody was affected. So it's just business, right?
so that's when Brick House goes south.
Yeah, it was hard because we couldn't basically operate for, I think, close to almost half a year.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're a membership gym, it was like
True. But how was Unreal affected by?
COVID definitely affected Unreal, but I guess from a personal training point of view, like I think we had to sort of like diversify in a way that our services, right? So whether it's online, that's one. The other thing is we also brought down some of the equipment down to the basement.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we were training clients in the basement. Yeah, unfortunately, the gym membership couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So
True,
whilst
true, true.
Unreal was
Difficult,
still, it was hard, right? So we brought down. We were working out people in the basement, and cars were coming in. We had to stop the workout, and then all right, go. Right. So yeah, it was quite interesting to see how things were in the face of COVID. I'm sure you guys were also affected,
we
for
had
sure,
to
right?
improvise. certain
Improvise,
times,
right? Yeah. Man,
To
and,
work around the rules.
Yeah, work around the rules, man. Can't be operating in a four. As long as there's an opening, all right, great, you can operate. And I think that is also when the aspect of like online coaching also started
Yeah,
to boom,
right,
right?
Yep. I guess online coaching started. Everything that goes online started when COVID hit. Yeah, true.
absolutely. Yeah.
Right, so I mean, with Unreal right now, from where you guys started and stuff, and how has Unreal bloomed and grow into a big team now? Is the team still the same people, or are you the only one who's running the show?
Oh no. So I run it with Gareth, with Yang as well.
Okay.
Yang is one of my business partners as well. It's a very different outlook from the time that I first joined in 2021. In that sense, like we have we are, in terms of the team dynamics, we're blessed because we have many different people from either really highly educated, very highly experienced. That's also two. The more experienced, more educated than me as well. And the third one is obviously people from different backgrounds. Yeah, it's not just tied on to bodybuilders. It's not one thing. We have guys doing high rocks. We have guys who are from a CrossFit background, functional fitness. Elevate, which is the partner company.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that I want to ask. I mean, because I've seen there is like a collaboration between both of you. So are they considered under Unreal, or it's a brother sister brand?
It's a partner company. So
Okay.
they
were at level 1 now, right?
they're level
Yeah.
1, yes. So they're level 1. We're B1.
Yep.
They're a partner company with us. Stuart, Dylan, and Naz.
Or mostly from UFeed, right?
I think they were from
Yeah.
UFit before. Yeah, Dylan obviously. And then I believe so. And then they run their show at Elevate. But obviously they are also personal trainers at Unreal. Yeah, it's a good synergy, so to speak, because now we have a platform for our clients who want to experience sort of like the community program aspect and the conditioning aspect as well. Where we are privy to the program, and it's not like they're just going down to do some random conditioning classes. Like oh, when do you get injured? I was doing 45 reps of deadlift. Maybe that's not that kind of thing.
True.
But at least we know in terms of the close synergy as well, and also at the same time, it's something for the rest of our our clients, whether they're personal training clients or whatnot, to also have an avenue where they can actually enjoy in terms of a small group PT session, metabolic conditioning classes as well, where I know that they'll be taken through holistically.
Correct.
So yeah, that's what Elevate does. So shout out to them, and very 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 experienced group of people. So in terms of your question was in terms of the dynamics change.
Yes.
Yeah, they're still the same people. I think the only one that has remained is Gareth. Hey, yeah, Gareth has been there since day one. Obviously, when I'm now considered the oldies, I guess.
The old man.
Yeah.
The old man there.
Yeah. So together with James. Hello, Gilbert.
We have our next guest, Gilbert. So I mean, with that, right? I mean, I just wanna Singaporeans are kepo a bit lah. Because
What happened?
I mean, I've seen on social media, and then
Yes.
there's two Unreal.
Yes.
Yeah, so like because back sorry, let me rephrase again. I mean, before it was Unreal, it was Ben Hunt's.
BBC. Yeah.
Yeah, BBC. Yeah. So now it changed to Unreal. So are you guys like affiliated, or is this yours?
It's a good question. Yeah. I know.
Just
it's-
curious.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, and I also so we're not affiliated with Unreal Bangkok.
All right.
We're not. I mean, obviously with Ben exiting Unreal Singapore, Unreal Personal Training Singapore.
Oh, he left Unreal Singapore. Okay.
Yeah. So he set up his own gym in Thailand, and obviously I wasn't privy in terms of the name change. To be fair, I'll be very honest with you. And then next thing we know, there was another Unreal. There was another Unreal in Bangkok. I mean, I would love to be like expanding.
Yeah, sure.
expanding,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this? So I mean, we're kind of.
But let's say if you were to expand, is Bangkok the prime location you're looking at?
For now.
Yeah,
I think-
your own set of business.
Any
vision,
location
yeah.
in particular they might want to use?
For me, I mean, again, like I said, I'm always looking to contribute back home, right, in Philippines. So I would love to set up
Makes sense. True.
a training studio in the Philippines as well. But it's also just making sure that you're finding the right partners as well, learning from my own experience, and also at the same time, you also have to ask yourself, right, like what is the problem? Number one, what is the problem that you're solving for different people, and whether or not the market actually would suit that. Right? No point going into there, introducing yourself, but then not solving anyone's problems, and there's not going to be any demand.
Correct.
Yep,
Right?
true.
So I think a lot of times we have to be honest with ourselves. in terms of that. So I have a few friends in Philippines, especially that have now opened up.
Unreal.
Not Unreal. Oh, is there one?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying my luck.
You need to
Yeah,
trademark
boy.
the
We
name.
trademark in Singapore, but not unfortunately
Okay.
not in Southeast Asia. But they have opened up their so. For example, one of my friend owns Bar Set gym in Philippines. Shout out to Grant. He just opened up that gym, and very much so. He's been at Unreal before many times, and he's asked for some recommendations and help with in terms of like equipment.
Yep.
So he's brought in some old school equipment, Paramount Cybacks.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right,
yeah.
that's right.
Which is like almost unheard of in Philippines,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Holy crap! So I'm very excited that he's got through that idea and understanding someone can actually relate to good equipment as well.
Yep.
So that's definitely one of the aspects. But I mean, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, then it's okay as well. Yeah.
Alright.
It's not a
So
rush.
there's no solid plan of Unreal Singapore expanding further.
Not yet. Not at the moment. I think we
Even a second branch in Singapore, not yet.
I think it's also hard to do
True.
that
Yeah,
because you have to think about number one, scalability is one, but also when you scale, you also have to make sure that your expertise and your value and your service is also scalable. A lot of
Agreed.
times people scale, but then you cannot replicate replicate the same kind of value or service, and then you're in trouble.
Very true.
Because then the second branch will either be a brand redrawal from you, or at the same time you just basically mess up with a lot of people's lives, whether it's clients or whether it's the people that you hire for that second
True.
branch. So to speak. So it's just finding that ability to scale, not just
Makes
location.
sense. Makes sense. So I mean, Unreal Singapore, Unreal Bangkok. Is there any like head-to-head thing? Are you fine with them using the name?
So legally wise, I'll be very honest. Like, there's no implications in terms of that because our trademark is just in Singapore,
Okay.
and anyone can also use the name Unreal. I think there's a gaming company called Unreal Engine in Bangkok. I think so. After going through some of that, so I mean they're free to use the name, but obviously I think it's also confusing, and I understand this.
Is the concept and the design, the dynamics the same? I'm not sure. The color.
the logo looks the same, right?
The
the R looks the same.
correct.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Like the concept-wise, there wasn't any discussion, so to speak. But based on they are a membership gym that also has freelance trainers in itself, and I think in-house trainers as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So and they've got good equipment. I'll be very honest.
Yeah, I mean I've seen that.
Yeah, they've got good equipment. It's one of the better equipment gyms in Bangkok, for at least for my.
So
for my
from
experience.
your side, there's no hard feeling and stuff. Like,
I think no. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, if people do want to set it up on their own and call it also Unreal, like, cool, that's fine. I think basically for us, in our sense, it's not so much on the social media side. It's more of like our clients being able to know
True.
the difference and also being able to know the different services that they offer.
sorry, next year Bali, Unreal.
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 Boleh ya?
Unreal Bali.
Rival Obsidian 2.
You get question for him in this.
Alright, everything.
Okay, so I mean before we wrap this thing up,
Yeah.
I mean so we are looking how many weeks out from Master Contest?
We are 4 weeks out.
So
October
how-
25th.
So how's the mentality? How's the training going into it? And how much calories are you eating right now?
So now we are still at 2,800 on training days, and on rest days we are on 2,000. So it's still okay.
2,000 training days.
Non-training.
Non-training day.
Non-training days. Oh.
Training days 2008. 2801.
Okay, that was like okay.
But I'm sure we're gonna drop soon, lah. So I'm sure we're gonna drop soon. So that's fine. In terms of mental wise, I think this being the fourth show, we're good. Mentally wise, I think it's also understanding what the body can expect. I think the first show, to be very fair with you and honest with you, the first show was actually harder because it was coming off the long off season.
Yeah,
right?
that's correct.
And then it's always like the body is like, oh man, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I think in terms of mental wise, we're good. Also at the same time, like, I think you have to understand the responsibilities that you have, especially on my end as well, like managing the gym. So to play my role as a gym owner and a gym manager, that's one. To my colleagues, to my clients as well, making sure that the service doesn't drop. and also to my my partner as well, Kat. So we're good mentally. We're strong.
Very nice.
And I think also at the same time, it's Philippines. It's going back home, so to speak. We've got a very good setup at at Kat's place.
Nice.
So it's, I would say, she's always wondering as well, like whenever
Is she doing? Is there a pro show as well in Masagundas?
No, it's a men's physique pro, but there's no.
Okay.
She's probably looking at 2026 to
Alright,
compete, or
makes
2027.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So we go back there and we hit it off. One more.
Why not, right? I mean, you're just so close from AGP. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
But I just got one more question.
Yeah.
Are you on Reta?
No. What?
Nah, I'm just
I
kidding.
thought you were gonna ask me like, no, I was like, no.
No, just kidding. Because every now in social media, everyone
Everyone wants to
is
talk about Reta.
everyone's talking about
Yeah.
Reta. Everyone's selling Reta. Everyone all sorry about Reta. Yeah, so it's just a joke. We're not gonna touch that. Yeah.
No.
I just wanna wish you all the best.
Correct.
From me personally, I feel that you're capable. You're very close. You're not far, and I hope you become a pro in next 4 weeks. And please don't forget us.
No, man.
Once you hit the pro,
You've known me since I was like 18. I think I'm still the same.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just joking. But yeah, all the best. I would want to see you achieve.
Yeah.
And all the best to your business as well. I would love to see you grow as an athlete and as an entrepreneur, businessman as well. And yeah, I mean, when you get married with Kat, do invite us.
yep.
Yeah,
please.
yeah, for
Alright.
sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anything for?
Nah, good luck for your next show, and probably when you get a pro card, come back here, we show it off.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
We will bring you back here again and talk about that pro journey.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Alright. So from you, do you have you want to shout out to anyone or give any, motivation to my audience, to our audience?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, thank you so much, guys, for inviting me.
Welcome. Thank you.
Very good to reconnect again.
Thank you.
I'm really honored to be here and just sharing my, my 2 cents worth of thoughts.
I know you're a very busy man.
I mean, it's okay. Yeah, I always make time, man. Don't worry.
you very much. Thank you very
But also at the same time, just very grateful to God for giving me the opportunities as well, and also love the fact that you guys are doing this. I think you guys are the only ones that are doing this in Singapore. So great job.
Thank you very much.
Great job contributing.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, many thanks to my coach Adam as well. Very grateful for the journey. My partner Kat has been with me throughout, and just absolutely love the journey doing this with her. Obviously, my family has been very supportive. My colleagues and also the Unreal community at
I can see
Unreal.
someone over there. So.
Yeah, and Gilbert's here, and then also at the same time.
Sorry, you see the veins, full.
Nice, look at that.
Dang.
Yeah, and so colleagues down at Unreal as well, so that they've been great and very supportive. But just love the fact that you guys are contributing towards the bodybuilding community here in Singapore, making it a positive one. So
Yep,
hopefully,
yep.
Hopefully,
That's the goal. That's the
we'll
goal.
go. Yeah.
We'll try our best.
So 4 more weeks, and let's do it.
Yep. All right. Okay. So I guess we wrap this episode 18. Just want to give shout out to Phil, our sponsor. So do drop by their social media and IG and book for your appointment.
Yeah, so that you don't miss out any slots, so that you don't. They're
Yeah,
quite
they-
busy. They're quite busy.
they
So
can be very busy. Yeah.
book in advance, right?
All right. Till then,
Yep, that's it.
ciao. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.